Hello guys, it's your boy RFO here. Today we're going to be doing a hero spotlight on a tank known as Oinkback or Pigsey. Well, in this version of the not the non-translated version, it's Oinkback, but in the translated version it's Pigsey. He's the only name to have two different names used to the translated version. Everybody with the name I've given, well, not the name I've given them, the name that's actually chosen for them that I've given to say. Has already been translated to the English version, which I cannot find the app for that. I guess they took it off of the market or whatever because of copyright issues. But yeah, all the translated, even that translated version wasn't even that good. So the skills were missing words; they weren't translated properly. So I thought it was kind of a bad translation anyway. So I decided to go with the Japanese version, just be like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, so this is Pigsey. His name is Pigsey in the translated version, but it's Oinkbach in this version. So Oinkbach the Water Rake or Pigsey the Water Rake, whatever. A lot of people know him in not Greek, Japanese mythology or Vietnamese mythology. You've seen this pig in a lot of fucking games. I'm telling you, anything with mythology, you've probably seen this pig in there. With the rake. Yeah, he's actually a bad guy. To believe it or not, he's actually a bad guy. Who's probably have done like a very little bit of good, but he's mostly a bad guy, portrayed as a bad guy in most of these games. So let's just look at him. His stats are pretty good. In terms of HP, you really want to build HP with this guy. You really want to build HP with this guy, and you're gonna see right now in a minute why. HP is definitely his strong suit, but he is perfect. HP is what you want to build up with him. So yeah, that is Oinkbach. Alrighty, so let's just take a look at Oinkbach the Water Rake. He's got little bubbles all around. That's pretty cool effect. He has this rake attack, which is pretty good for a tank. He can actually be built fighter, but let's just keep it at tank because fighter Oinkbach would be non-critical for the team because you just kind of wouldn't want to go with him. But let's take a look at his skills and stuff like that. So we're gonna look at his first ability. His first ability is called Water Hoe, and what Water Hoe basically does, Water Hoe knocks an enemy airborne behind Oinkback and does 93 piece of damage. So boom, straight knocks the enemy behind Oinkback, does 93 piece of damage, and it's pretty fucking crazy for skill. Do keep in mind that the damage based on this demo mode right here is not to the actual real damage due to end game battle because like I said, you're going to be equipping items and stuff like that, but of true damage and base damage, like base stat damage, it is 93 of base stat damage. So I guess that makes Lao Q's ultimate fucking 200 damage a piece of base damage. So imagine putting just like two fucking magic rods on his ass. He's going to be destructive. He is already destructive. He's fucking brutal. So yeah, that's his first ability. It's called Water Hoe. So his second ability is called Rake the Wave. And so Rake the Wave basically does is Rake the Wave is an AoE skill that attacks all enemies in front of him in a cone-like shape for 135 damage apiece. Right now it's doing 126. It's supposed to be doing 135, but the damage does vary, like I said. So 126 damage apiece of base stat damage. So hits everything in like this AoE cone. So it's kind of like I don't see the comp between the two because if you would knock him an enemy back, you wouldn't be able to attack them because unless you're trying to. He's good for singling out enemies. We'll keep it at that because say all three enemies are going after all three enemies are going, or all three enemies are retreating, and you kind of going after them. So you knock two back, and then you go to the other one and just go boom. I kind of see it happening, and just keep pounding his ass. If you don't want to go through all the enemies just to kill that one ally or one enemy, you just knock his ass up, just boom, boom, just attack everybody else and stuff like that. So it's a pretty cool skill. I don't see the comp between the two, but you can make your own comp between the two if you want to. So yeah, so we're gonna be looking at his third and final ability, his ultimate. So his ultimate is called the Bloody Wave, and so the Bloody Wave basically uses 10% of your health every second of use and deals 10% of your health as damage. The more health, the better. So right now it's doing 30% base damage because that's 10% of my health right now. So the Bloody Wave basically does 10% of your health for every second of use and does 10% of your health as damage. So it's kind of a little collateral little collateral damage there. And it's really a good skill for chasing people that are really at low health. You just chase them, boom, knock them behind you, keep stay in front of them, and when they pass you, boom, there you go. So that's like a really effective skill right there, and it has the green circle around it, so you can cancel out your ability whenever you feel the need to. And which you're going to be doing that a lot because it takes away a lot of your health. Like I said, 10%. So the more health, the better. But yeah, that is Oink back. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this Hero Spotlight. We'll be coming back with one more for today, and we're gonna call it a day on the Hero Spotlight series. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, when we come back, yeah, you already know. So bye bye, fans.